Hi, I'm Eden, and today we are going to do Paschimottanasana, head to knee pose, which may or may not happen. It's really a forward fold, but we're going to take it in pieces and even work it from Dandasana, which is the seated, upright space. So start with your legs out in front of you. I'm seated on a blanket, and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I'm halfway on, halfway off the blanket so that my inner thighs roll back, and you can make your blanket lift as high as you need it to be. You don't want to sit right in the middle because it doesn't really change that space in your lower back that you're looking to lift. So if you are on the blanket, halfway on, halfway off, legs long. Okay, so reaching your toes in Paschimottanasana is the goal, but not the necessity. So start with your hands by you at your sides in Dandasana, this nice tall seat. Flex your feet, push down and lengthen your spine. And for a lot of you, this might be enough of a hammy stretch. So breathe into it, and this is your beginning. You might just begin to take your heart forward a little. If your knees start to lift way off the mat, you've gone too far. You want to lengthen out. You'll obviously have space between the knee and your mat, hopefully, because that's how the body goes. Now, if you can, you might fold forward a little more and walk your hands with you. Make sure your spine stays long and you have this natural curve right here in the thoracic spine that goes in as the shoulders go back. You don't want that middle back to round back. So if that's happening, you might want to back up and just take your heart forward. Now, for some of you, you might very easily fold over yourself with your long spine, with your feet flexed. You've got this. Rad. So add some blocks. And you can use anything you want for blocks. Amazon boxes, whatever. Coffee canisters. So you put it right by your feet here, and then you just can reach a little further and give yourself more of a stretch. But again, if your back body rounds, you've gone too far and you need to back up to lengthen. You can add another block and reach even further. My feet are still flexed, the toes are coming towards my face so that I have all that length through the backs of my legs as my heels press away from me. Reach your heart forward. Now, it is indeed head to knee pose. So if you have that long spine, if you have the stretch going, you might take your forehead down. My forehead actually lands on my shins, not on my knees at all, but you know, everybody is different. Those yogi warriors surely were aligned differently than I. And slowly come on up. So there's another option to go deeper, which is to place your heels on a higher level. It could be a block, your prop, whatever you're using as a block, or a blanket. This might be a little cushier. And that way, you can still fold forward and reach. It's just different. Gives you another opportunity to play with it. Again, thighs work down towards the mat, and my spine is long. I know I said it like already 5 times, but I'm going to keep saying it. It's important, especially if we come to this at the end of our practice and we've worked all this space into our back and then we shove it back out of alignment by trying to reach our toes. Not the answer, right? 2 more breaths wherever you are. Blocks under your feet or not. 1 more. Come back up. This is a great pose to do after you have been traveling to get you more grounded and create all that length when you've been seated, perhaps in an airplane or a car for a long time, so that you can really just stretch out that space with the support of the ground underneath you. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me. If you'd like longer or more classes, please join me at yogieden.org. The link's in my bio. Namaste.